Hello everyone, I welcome you all to Startup Academy, India's exclusive coaching for ISS examination. In the previous lecture, we did some of the PYQs and revision of our numerical analysis. Today is the third series of our numerical analysis revision, in which we'll be doing the questions based on numerical solutions to differential equations. So, in today's lecture, we'll be talking about three laws, that is, three methods actually, that is Euler's method, Picard's method, and Runge-Kutta method. These are the three important methods, and I have discussed them in detail in one of our lecture series of numerical analysis. If you are interested in that, and if you don't know, and if you're very starting from the very basic, you can go back to that series and watch it. And those who have prepared for the who are prepared for the examination or prepared for this topic at least, then they can watch this in 1x speed, and they can stop before the question. As soon as I show you the question, you can stop it then and there, solve it on your own and see how I have solved it, so that you can increase your speed, plus put on some of the techniques so as to save your time in the examination. So let us begin. We'll be doing just the PYQs, so that you know that what kind of questions are continuously coming in your from past few years, and we'll be planning and practicing from them only. So let us see the first question. First of all, we'll take into the consideration our Euler method. This is the question of Euler method. I hope you all can see it. So in this Euler method, they have given us the values of x, y1 at the solution of x naught. First of all, let us see what is Euler method. If I talk about Euler method, then this is nothing but, if I have to tell, yn plus 1 is equals to y naught plus in h into f xn yn. This is our formula for Euler method. Yn it is here. Okay, this is the formula for Euler method, and it is an iterative process. So every time we have to calculate for every value. First of all, they have asked us to calculate y.2 minus y1, where y1 is nothing but our Euler method, or the numerical solution, or at x equals to 0.2. So let us see here what will be the value of y1. If we put it here, it will be y naught. Now the initial value problem of y naught is given as y naught y0 is equals to 1, where x naught has the value 0, y naught has the value 1. So putting the value here, the value of y naught is 1 plus h. H is the difference that has been provided to us as 0.2 into f. Function is minus 2xy square. So minus 2 into x naught. X naught is 0 and y square is 1 ka square, which is 1 only. So this whole term will become 0, and our answer for y1 will be 1. So we have got first thing that y1 is equals to 1 from Euler method. Now the second thing that we have to derive from here will be our y.2. So y 0.2 is the value of y at when x equals to 0.2, that we'll calculate from our initial value problem, which has been given to us as dy by dx equals to minus 2xy square. Now we can take and substitute the terms, so we'll be getting something like this: 1 upon y square minus 2x dx, and integrate both sides with respect to x and y respectively. So the term here will become minus 1 upon y. Here it will become minus x square plus c. If we put the initial value problem, which is y naught as 1 and x naught as 0, then we'll be getting minus 1 is equals to c as our solution for c. So here I can keep it minus 1, and substituting the value from plus and minus 1, we'll be getting y is equals to 1 upon 1 plus x square. Okay, now we have to calculate y at point 2. So y is equals to 1 upon 1 plus 0.2 square will be 0.04, which will be 1 upon 1.04. Now 1 upon 1.04 is nothing but 0.9615. Okay, now keeping that value here, modulus of y point 2, which is 0.9615 minus this y1, which is 1, and if we subtract them we'll be getting our answer as minus 0.0385, and outside the modulus it will be 0.0385, which is our option number B. Now here, if you know the concept, then you can easily calculate y1 without even writing the formula. Since I have to tell you the formula, that's why I have written it. And this integration also is very easy to solve. Just to make you understand, I have done it in that much big manner, and in the examination you can do it in a smaller manner without writing each and every step and doing calculations in your mind. Now another question for Euler's method is this. Here they have given us the function dy by dx equals to 1 plus x plus y, and the initial values y naught is equals to 1 and x naught is equals to 0, and step size, which is the difference, is given to us as 0.1. Now we have to calculate y at when x equals to 0.3. So iteration we have to do. So first of all, when x naught is equals to 0, y naught is equals to 1, then we'll calculate the value of y1. y1 is nothing but y naught, which is 1, plus h 0.1 into 1 plus x naught, which is 0, plus y naught, which is 1. So it will be 1 plus 1.0.2, which is 1.2. Okay. Now the second step, when x increases by 0.1, because the step size is 0.1, so we'll keep on increasing x by 0.1. So y1, here it will be x1 is equals to 0.1 and y1 is equals to 1.2. So y2 here we'll keep the values of, first of all, y1, which is 1.2 plus 0.1 into 1 plus x naught, which is 0.1, plus y1 So here the value of y2 will be 0.2 into 0.1 to 0.3, which will be 1.2 plus 0.23, which is 1.43. Now the next iterative method, when x2 goes from 0.2, y2 is 1.43. Then y3 has the value as 1.43 plus 0.1 into 1 plus 1.43 plus 0.2, which will be 1.43 plus 0.1 into 2.63. 2.63 into 0.1 will be 0.263, and that will be 1.693. Now the fourth iteration will be x3 at 0.3. Now here the value of y3 will be taken as the value corresponding to corresponding to the value of x3 as 0.3. y3 is nothing but 1.693. This step we don't have to write in the examination. As soon as we get our answer as of y3 as this, we know that the next iteration will be at x equals to 0.3. So this is our answer, which is our option number C, 1.693. Now we'll be moving forward to Picard's method. Picard's method is another form of Euler's method, is the simpler form of Euler's method. Euler's method is an iterative form. Picard's method remains constant. It is not an iterative form. So what does Picard's method say? Picard's method has the formula yn plus 1 is equals to y naught plus h into fxn yn. Here y naught will remain constant in every terms, and hence it is not an iterative method. So in this question they have given us the value of dy by dx equals to 1 plus x square plus y square, and y naught is equals to 2, x naught is equals to 1. Then they have told us to calculate the fourth iterate of Picard's method. Now if we have to calculate the fourth iterate of Picard's method, then it will have the formula integration of xn 1 to xn. Okay, so fourth iteration, it will be y41, which will be equal to y3 plus integration 1 to xn. Now x naught, if we are calculating for, suppose we are calculating for y1, it will be 2 plus integration 1 to 1 f x n y n, or instead of that we can write 1 plus x square plus y square dx, right? Now when we integrate from 1 to 1, it will cancel out and it will be 0. So our every iteration will have the formula as 2. Either we calculate y21, y31, y41. All of them will come at the value 2. So hence our answer will be option number 2. This is a trick question in which you will be keep on doing the questions and integrating at every step. Instead, if you see the limit from 1 to 1, directly here, from here you can say that the limit will always remain from 1 to 1, and hence it is 0. So our answer will be 2. Now moving to another question of Picard's method. Here they have used the first approximate solution of Picard's method. So first approximate solution of Picard's method is represented by y1x. Y naught has been given as 1, x naught has been given as 0, and dy by dx has been given to us as minus 2x y square. This will be the same as that equation. Y will be equal to 1 upon 1 plus x square, as I've told you in Euler's method. Here the equation was similar, dy by dx minus 2xy square. So instead of calculating all of this, you can recalculate it and find the answer. The same equation will come, y is equals to 1 upon 1 plus x square. Okay, now here they have asked us to calculate value of y at x equals to 0.2. So first of all, the value of y at x equals to 0.2 will be y 0.2 is equals to 1 upon 1 plus 0.04, which will be nothing but 1 upon 1.04, which will be equal to 0.9615. This is the same thing we have done in the previous question, so I'm not repeating it again. I'm directly writing the answers. So here we'll be taking y1 x. It will be equal to y naught, which is 1, plus integration minus 2 x square y. Now the values of y naught is 1, so we'll consider it 1, and it will be nothing but 1 only. Now x y square x, and from integration 1 to x it will take dx. So it will, after solving the integration, we'll be getting 1 minus x square as our answer. So from 0 x naught to x, from 0 to x. So we have got this answer. If we have to calculate the Picard's method at x equals to 0.2, it will be 1 minus 0.04, which is nothing but 0.96. Now we have to subtract these two terms. First this term from this term. So it will be y 1.2 minus y 0.2 in modulus. Y 1.2 is nothing but 0.96 minus y 0.2 is 0.9615. When we subtract both of them, we will be getting our answer as minus 0.0015. And out of the modulus, it will be 0.0015 with a positive sign, which is our option number C. Now the last kind of method that we'll be talking about is Runge-Kutta method. So here in this method, we'll be using Runge-Kutta method. So first of all, let us see what is the Runge-Kutta method. So in Runge-Kutta method, we have four variables k1, k2, k3 and k4. All of them will be taken as h, f, x naught, y naught, h, f, x naught plus h by 2, y naught plus k 1 by 2, h, f, x naught plus h by 2, y naught plus k 2 by 2, h, f, x naught plus h, y naught plus k3. Okay, so these four variables, from these four variables we'll be deriving our terms. Now they have given to us that dy by dx, the function is given as fx only, and y naught is equals to 0 and x naught is also equals to 0. So let us put that value here. So fx naught, y naught is nothing but fx only. So we'll be putting it here h, f, 0, because the value of x naught and y naught is 0 only, so it will be 0. Now h, f, x naught plus h by 2 and y naught. Since here the dy by dx is only depending on the variable x, so instead of seeing these y values all over here, we'll just be only seeing the values with the variable x. So here it will be h into f. Since x naught is 0, then it will be f h by 2. Since here also x naught is 0, it will be h, f, h by 2. Here also x naught is 0, it will be h, f, h. Okay. Now the final formula that we have over Runge-Kutta method is yn plus 1 is equals to yn plus 1 upon 6 k1 plus 2k2 plus 2k3 plus k4. This is the final formula. Now we have to calculate the value of yh. So instead of n minus 1, it will be yh. And yh minus 1 will be 0 because the initial value at y, which is y naught, is nothing but 0. So it will be 0 plus 1 by 6. Now we will be keeping the value of k1, k2, k3 and k4 from here. K1 is hf naught plus 2h f h by 2 plus 2h f h by 2, which is k3, plus h f h, which is k4. I have put directly the value from here. Okay. Now I will take the h out from here. It will be h by 6. And since this fh by 2 and fh by 2 has the constant variables or the equal variables together, so we can combine them. It will be f naught plus 4 f h by 2 plus f h, and the variable h has been taken out in common. This is our final answer, and here they have given us the value of yh as h alpha f naught plus beta f h by 2 plus c f h. Now comparing both of them, here they have taken only h outside, so we'll take 1 upon 6 inside. It will be 1 upon 6, 4 upon 6 and 1 upon 6. Now a has the value as 1 upon 6. C, option A and B, D only have values 1 upon 6, B and C don't have, so we won't consider them. Second option has both the same values, so we won't see that. And the third option, there is the change in value. So as we compare C with the values given here with FH, which is 1 upon 6, then our option number D forms the correct answer of our question, and A is also get cancelled. So this is our answer. And how do we calculate it? Using Runge-Kutta method. When you know this formula, you will be able to directly write the formulas instead of just first writing the formula and then deriving it. You can directly write the derivation, and instead of writing this formula also in examination, you can directly solve it from here and verify from your question. This is how you are gonna do it in examination. Now, those who are preparing for ISS 2027 examination, we have recently launched our new batch, which is Lakshya 2027, which will be starting from soon after your examination of this year on 15th of July 2026. And those who are interested and are willing to clear the examination in the next turn or in 2027 can join us right now. Enrollments are open for all of you. And for any query, you can ask us in our comment section or on our WhatsApp channel, or you can call us anytime. We'll be available for you. And for today's class, whatever doubts you are having, you can ask us in the comment section. Only relevant doubts will be answered. All the best. Thank you.